Audio Jungle.
Hello and welcome to Business Focus, produced by the Greater Reston Chamber of Commerce. My name is Angela Inzarello with Impact Business Solutions, and I'm privileged to be your host as we highlight the great work our local businesses are doing. Well, welcome to this week's episode. Very excited to have our next guest on. But before we get started, as you know, we're growing our channel. So anything you can do to like and share what we're showing and subscribing, we would really appreciate, because like I said, we've got some really great content and interviews that we just want to make sure that you get notified. So for our guest today, one of our very special friends, Mr. John Lee. John is the Director of Marketing and, what I love, Client Success over at GAM Graphics and Marketing. John, welcome to the episode.
Hi, Angela. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so excited to be on this Business Focus.
Oh, great. I love when people are excited, because I'm excited. We're fun. It's just a conversation, and we just want to kind of get to know you better, share with the world what you're doing and what's going on in the market. Marketing is a big deal for small businesses and businesses in general, but certainly for who you guys serve. So so welcome. I'm excited to have this conversation. Yeah, so you've been with GAM now for a little bit of time, and GAM is a staple in the community, like we know, for a long time. They've come and gone from the chamber, but last year you rejoined.
Yes.
And you, like me, we don't just put like the toe in the water, John. We're like all in. So I'm excited to have you to talk about kind of how you got engaged and you're, being successful with your membership. So why don't you share a little bit about your background and kind of how GAM got started as well and what you do for them?
Sure, absolutely. Thank you so much. So John Lee, Director of Marketing and Client Success, and I've been in the marketing world for about 15 years and in corporate America, and working for technology companies, working for associations, nonprofits, and media companies, all in the space of business to government. So in the public sector, basically. And I did public sector marketing for that time frame. Interestingly enough, I came to this area from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. So I'm not a local, but I become a local. I went down to the University of Maryland and studied biology, of all things, there. And I made a career transition to marketing because I just had a knack for it. So I've been doing that again for 15 years and all in the public sector, really enjoyed it. And I was looking for my next challenge. And I knew someone in common with the owner of GAM, and we sat down and had a conversation. Lo and behold, I'm here. I've been here now for 7 months. GAM actually has been around for 48 years. They started in 1976, if you can believe it. And GAM actually stood for something else. It was a faith-based print shop and faith-based organization. So it stood for Grace Abounding Ministries when it first started. So that's where GAM came from, actually. And so it's a family-run business, and two of the siblings bought the business from their father. And when they took over, they wanted to keep the GAM to really honor the legacy of their father, who founded the company 48 years ago. But they also wanted to kind of inspire the next evolution and change. Yeah. And so they wanted to change it, but still keep it in the focus of what they're doing, which is graphics and marketing. So Grace Abounding Ministries, graphics and marketing. That's what GAM is. And so now we've been, as an organization, we are a full service commercial print shop. We do design and communications as well. And what really is great about what we offer is that we offer the full spectrum of services: design, marketing, production, and delivery. So the final output is right at your doorstep, and it comes all completed and neatly packaged as well. So we look forward to providing that full service. That's all of our prospects.
As you talk about the services that you provide, like you said, it's full service. So let's talk more about the solutions and your products and services, just so I can better understand it. Are you buying from soup to nuts, or just a nut, or just, you know what I mean? You could buy, or just the printing. Someone could send you a file and you guys could just print it right at your studio.
We are so flexible, Angela. We can work with all kinds of needs, all kinds of budgets, and all types of companies. So if a company does have a design and they're happy with it, we'd be glad to take that and print it and run with it and give them exactly what they want in terms of print specifications. If they don't have a designer on staff and if they want to redo their logo and kind of inspire the next change in their business, we can also work with them to provide our graphic design services and also the printing as well, whether it be business cards, brochures, any kind of printed materials, signage as well, and promotional products. So all of that is something that we can do. So we're very modular based, and we can really tailor our services to really meet their needs and budget.
And so what I like to talk about and people understand, because there's a lot going on at marketing right now, just in general for businesses, right? So from a challenge standpoint, like who are you really serving most? Like who do you best, I like to ask, who do you best serve?
Yeah, I would say that we are best serving companies in their growth phases.
Okay.
And that could be a small startup just getting off the ground, a business that's been around for 3 to 5 years and they've made it, they've been in business, they've got a client base, and they're trying to get to the next level of growth in their evolution, or existing mid to large size corporations who just really need the benefits of kind of a partner who can deliver on the specifications that they have. So really we're able to meet and work with a variety of clients. So we actually have in our client portfolio a mix of different types of clients. And I think that's really one of the nice signs about working with us, that we're so flexible and we're so able to deliver anything that our clients are looking for.
You could almost be a part-time staff, not like an agency, so they don't need to have a graphics person on staff, correct?
Absolutely. That's great. That's a great thought, because there are lots of ebbs and flows in business. And like if there's a new product launch that's coming out, if there's a series of conventions or conferences or trade shows or exhibits that companies attending, or if it's just something that has to do with their annual reports, for example, they have to get going and they have to produce. And so whatever those business needs are, there's a rush to get things done in that time frame, and then afterwards there really is kind of a lull in their business, or a lack of that that really high pressure situation. So one of the things that I really talk to our clients about is, do you really need a graphic designer on staff? Do you really need a marketing person full time? Is that something that's going to really benefit your business? Is that part of the mission as well of the organization? Because if it's not, then GAM is a company that can actually take over some of those duties and fulfill those actions and really be able to deliver with the quality and with the precision of a in-house resource.
Absolutely. And one of the things, and we talked about it earlier, like with GAM being a staple in the community, you guys have been around for a long time. Why? Because you are community focused. And it's people like you. It's representatives that are passionate about their clients and serving their clients, but also about delivering the best product and being a part of the organization. Like I said, you just jump right in. And you always, if you ever meet John, which hopefully you will reach out or you will connect with him, but always willing to lend a hand. Never asks for anything. He's like, how can I help? Let's talk a little bit about the chamber if we have a second here. Sure. Yeah, you're just took over lead share, one of the chairs of the lead share group that the chamber has on a Thursday afternoon, every second and fourth Thursday. And what else are you doing? Got you involved in our Inkspire, the Chamber's Education Foundation, which I'm so excited about.
Absolutely.
And what else are you doing? Yeah, I can't even keep up with everything.
I'm part of the membership committee as well.
That's right.
And, reaching out to prospective members, telling them all about the benefits and opportunities that the Reston Chamber provides, and kind of seeing if it's a viable resource for them. And if there are businesses in this area, Reston Chamber is fantastic. It's great for networking, but it's also great for business referrals, business leads, and the connections, the people here. They all are very supportive, and they all really want to help your organization grow, or you or your organization. So I just really speak from the heart when I'm talking as part of the membership committee at the Reston Chamber. I'm really just talking about what the benefits, the experience I've had coming on board here in the very few months that I've been here.
Well, I can tell you that I appreciate it. The chamber does, and anyone who meets you does as well. And you're out in the community, so you see what's going on in businesses, and you can bring that back to other members. You're connected, and you're happy to connect people. So the same thing with the Education Foundation. That's probably the chamber is giving you some professional development as well. And like I said, thank you for bringing your leadership and some new ideas to that. But yeah, we're hoping to accomplish more this year with the foundation and servicing small businesses. So if you get a call from John, just listen.
Oh, and I also forgot, I'm part of the GovCon Council as well for the
Oh,
Western Chamber.
I was
So,
going to say that.
all,
Yeah,
yeah,
your background, right?
yeah, absolutely right. So all of the activities and events that the GovCon Council puts on, I'm part of that. There's an event coming up on March 13th,
Yes,
which
yes,
is fantastic. It's going to have a lot of great government speakers and talking about the hot button issues of today, which is
yes,
really all about the changes that are going on in the federal
yes.
government and how it impacts the community, the economy, the culture. So it's really going to be a vibrant discussion. And then the B2G
Vibrant.
matchmaking, and then the B2G matchmaking session
Yeah, in May.
later on in May. So these are great activities to be a part of, and it's just something, just another benefit of being part of the Western Chamber.
Well, thank you for that. Yeah, I didn't realize your history. I mean, I also come out of corporate too, but I didn't realize that you worked in the gov space. So thank you for your help there.
Of course,
It's a great, growing, very active group. So, well, John,
yes.
it's always good to see you. And thank you for being here. How can the folks watching, they're going to be so enamored with how I am with you, how can they get to meet you and
So
learn more about GAM? Yeah. And we'll
yeah,
throw it up on the screen too.
I'm readily available through the contact information that'll be shown on the screen later. But um, come out and visit the Western Chamber. I would encourage folks to do that. I'm always at a lot of the Chamber 101s, which is an
Yes.
introductory session that's held in the mornings once a month. And then I'm also part of the networking events and activities as well that the Chamber hosts. And so I love going to those events, meeting new people, introducing myself. I always wear the membership committee badge and the ribbon, so you'll see who I am. But I'd love to talk to people. I love to find out what their passions are. I'd love to find out how their company is doing, and seeing if there's an opportunity to help or provide leads or referrals.
Absolutely. I didn't ask you this, but like, what do you do outside of work in the chamber and stuff? It's like, we
So
talked a little about golf, right? You said you do like to play golf, although you didn't
yes,
play in last year's tournament.
I do love to play golf, and so I'm
Excellent.
playing golf on the weekends in Loudoun County and all over Northern Virginia. And I also like to give back to the community as well. So I do like to do volunteer work, and I spend a lot of time with my dog at home. Uh, my wife and I spoil our dog so much. It's just beyond crazy how much we care about a four-legged family member.
Believe me, we understand. We have two of them, two four-leggeds. What kind of dog do you have?
A West Highland Terrier, a Westie.
Oh, yeah, those are
Yeah,
adorable.
yeah, they are adorable. And she's a rescue, and she's about 2.5 years old.
Love
And
it.
she's very jealous of any other dog that comes near us.
Oh, I can imagine. And
Yeah,
Westies, I'm telling you, I mean, they'll
yeah,
get them. Yeah, they'll scare my husky and Samoyed.
okay.
I'm sure.
And you've got big dogs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. But I'm telling you, the small dogs, they don't even realize how small they are. The chambers, we've got also a pickleball tournament the emerging professionals are
Oh,
running
yeah.
in May. They're gonna do a clinic sometime before that. I've never played pickleball, but I'm a badminton girl. I know it's something new about me. I was first singles back in my high school days. I don't know, I'm very proud of that. But anyway, hopefully I can play pickleball. I do play golf a little bit, so we'll have to get on the course this year sometime.
Absolutely, yeah. And the Western Chamber Golf Tournament is a fantastic event. I
Yeah,
was
it'll be
there
September
volunteering
Westfield.
last year, and it's fantastic for networking, for sponsorships, for just getting out there and just enjoying a nice day out in away from work and meeting new folks.
Oh, absolutely. All right, Mr. Lee, as always, fantastic seeing you. Thank you for being here. And I look forward to seeing you at the next event soon. I'm sure it'll be very soon.
Thank you so much, Angela. Really enjoyed the
Cheers.
conversation.
Me too. All right, my pleasure. Talk to you soon.
Okay, bye now.
And we look forward to seeing you on our next episode. Stay in touch with us for future episodes. Like, subscribe, and share. See you next time.